Joining me now is Congressman Pete Sessions, the Republican from Texas. Congressman, you heard what Senator Ron Johnson just said there. Are you guys heading for the lifeboats?
Well, I'll tell you what we're headed for. We're headed for an opportunity for us to recognize that if we're going to do reconciliation, it means that we will all have to be together. Maybe one of us don't have to be on board, but we all need to be together. And what this will allow us to do is to bypass the 60 votes that would be required in the Senate. What does a 60 vote mean to a bill? It means that we have to get about 7 Democrats who want a signing bonus. They want something to come on board, and that would be far, far more expensive than anything we are giving up necessarily for this caucus who has claimed that they don't want to vote for the bill. So this is where Mike Johnson needs to make sure that he effectively sees the difference between these, cuts the deal between it. He's told us trust him. I do trust Mike Johnson. We need to remember there is no I in team. We're a team. If we work together, we will win together. If we do not work together, if we don't get reconciliation, then the bill would become far more expensive and our chances would be squandered.
I know that your colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia, taking Congressman Mike Lawler to task out of New York. Lawler, by the way, very concerned about the state and local taxes, SALT. Here's what she said. Again, while, yes, in Democrat-controlled New York are ridiculous taxes, but if a $30,000 state and local tax deduction isn't good enough for those making under $400,000 a year, then you need to either vote Republican in New York or you need to move. How concerned are you about Congressman Lawler getting on board here?
Well, I am once again going to place my viewpoint because I spent 10 years in Republican leadership. We spent 10 years getting votes, understanding the pluses and minuses of people. And I will assure you, getting the votes in the Senate for 7 Democrats to get to 60 to pass something is far more expensive than what it would be if we negotiate properly with the SALT caucus. So that's what Mike Johnson's job about. That's what Steve Scalise's job is about. That's what Tom Emmer's job is about. That was part of my job as chairman of the Rules Committee, to figure out the balance of how you still pass what you need and accomplish the things for the country.
You know, Congressman, I happen to be a card-carrying Republican. I love my party. Make no bones about it. It's nothing secret. I try to be transparent. But I got to tell you, there are a lot of folks around the country that are just shaking their head right now and seeing what little is actually being done in the way of moving and advancing the president's agenda. I know Congressman Andy Ogles and 16 other lawmakers signed that letter to the speaker. What is going on there? I keep hearing you mention the word leadership. Do we have the right leaders in place right now to get all of this through?
Speaker Johnson has assured us that we have the votes, we have the time frame in hand, and that he will move us forward to victory. So without trying to question the speaker, which I don't want to do, I would say to you, I have been around here, like I said, in Republican leadership for 10 years, and I've seen votes on the floor that languish for 8 and 9 hours as people come around and get close. This is exactly what's happened several times. We've had times where the speaker, with his leadership ability, eventually got bills through the floor. You need to negotiate this to win. It is hard when the bill goes on the floor to negotiate. They've got you. So I think the speaker is taking measuring 3 times and going to solve once. He's assured us of that, and every time I see him, that is what he reiterates. So these are tough matters,
right.
But as I have stated, this is about all of us getting a deal done that will avoid the 60 votes in the Senate that is far, far more expensive.
I hear you, Congressman. I hear where you're coming from. We're going to leave it there. You're a good man. Appreciate you coming on and answering the tough questions. Thank you.
You betcha.